What's up, mi gente? Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to do a video on EDC folding knives. You guys saw in the intro, I just went over like the knives we're going to be talking about today. So I just wanted to do a video on different kind of folding knives, what, some options that you can have, different sizes, different functions, etc. I first want to start off with, on an EDC knife, I carry a folder over a fixed. You could carry a fixed. It's a little harder to conceal, where you can't put in your pocket. Depending on state laws, some states have issues, I think, even with carrying a pocket blade or anything. So make sure your local laws, everything's good. In my state, you can, has to be a certain size and can't be an automatic out the front. I know we have one in the video, wanted to put one in for the states that can carry an out the front automatic. In my state, it's illegal. For civilians, if you're law enforcement, you can. So I needed my ID to purchase it. But, this state is tough. But for other states that could carry an automatic, I do have one in the video. But I was saying, I don't carry a fixed much. There is sometimes I do. I just feel they're harder to conceal. But I do. Sometimes I'll carry an appendix, or depending, on my belt in a different area. I like a folder, it's easier. Now, most of the time, even though this is everyday carry and I have them for safety or personal protection, they're really for admin purposes. I'm usually cutting stuff with it. So that's why I say choose a knife that fits you, that is not going to be too big, maybe too cumbersome, too heavy, etc. Especially if you're going to use it most of the time. Not that it's not for protection purposes, but you get what I'm saying. Most of the time you're using it in an admin to cut tape, boxes, anything you need, etc. So let's get into it. I'll start off with the folders and on a smaller size, right? So a great knife here is the Spyderco Para 2, which is right here. Nice blade. I carry this a lot. It's not heavy at all. Spyderco makes a great knife. The cool thing about the Para 2 military is you could change the handles. Like this has G10 in multicam. I like that. You could get them in all types of colors, but you could change out the handles really easy. Like I said, it's a nice quality blade. It's CPM S45EN. So it's a nice blade, sharpens really well. It's got that iconic Spyderco, hole there. Great knife, not too heavy, fits great in the pocket, doesn't take a lot of room, and is a great knife. So this is a great option. As far as price-wise, Spyderco isn't, too expensive. I forget what I paid for this one, but I'll put the prices in the video as they flash with the knife. But none of the, some of these are more on the expensive side, but none of these are like, high-end folders. These are all going to be in that $200, maybe a hair over or less. I know it's not a little bit to spend on a knife, but I just wanted to put that out there. So the Spyderco Para 2 is one of my favorite knives to carry. Also, next is the Benchmade bug out. You've seen this in other videos. I'll carry this in my bag a lot because it's super light. This goes camping with me a lot. It's very I don't think it's G10 on the handle. It's polymer, like a plastic, but super light. You don't even feel this thing when it's in your pocket. You don't even know it's there. It's really light. So if you want something that's super light, the bug out is nice. The blade is also, I believe, it's S30V. When I'm saying these, I don't know. I'm not like an expert on the metals, but I know these are, a good metal, a good blade. They sharpen really nice, these Benchmades. It has a serrated end and, not fully serrated blade, so you get some serrations on there, opposed to the paramilitary that was just a like a straight blade, no serrations. Sometimes I'll have stuff with serrations. I like it for cutting and whatnot. Great outdoor knife, like I said, for camping and all that. Super light. Nice knife. The bug out, again, these would be on the smaller side, less weight and whatnot. Also in that category is the CRKT, little on the not cheaper side, because CRKT makes a nice knife. So there's Kershaw if you do. I don't have any Kershaws here. I tend not to, but that's only because I work for, at my company, we could sell knives, and CRKT has a great warranty. That's another thing. Let me talk about Spyderco, great warranty. Benchmade, great warranty. Also CRKT, great warranty. If you have any issue with the knife, they'll send you one. You know, they'll send you a new one. This is a flipper from CRKT. On the price range, it's a little less than the Spyderco and the Benchmade. So a great knife flipper, meaning it has this little, it's almost like an assisted open, not automatic, but it has a little tab here, and you just flip it open. It also has the opening here, just like the Benchmade, a little nub there, so you could open it multiple ways, and it has like a spring assist, so it flips open, which is nice. Great all-around knife. I use this one a lot when you know, carry it to work, because I'm just cutting boxes, a lot of twine, stuff like that, so I don't care about the blade. You know, sharpens great. As far as the blade steel on this one, oof, I'll put it in the video, because like I said, but this is the Brunley. That's the one thing I'm not super high end on the types of metal that they are, as far as like what is better. I just know on the Benchmade and the Spyderco, they use a very high quality steel. But the CRKT is nice, fits in the pocket, small, just like these guys. Great knife, and it has that nice you know, quick flipper that you could get to and open it. So those are the three on the smaller side. Let's move over to the out the front knife. Automatic, like I said, check your local laws. A lot of states, these could be illegal. Like in this particular state it is, unless you're law enforcement or military, have to show ID, and then you can have them. This is a Microtech. I don't own many of these. At some point I did, but I kind of sold them. They're nice knives, really nice knives, really nice looking. I think they're more like, I don't know, I call them like glorified letter openers. Listen, I like this blade. It's very serrated. It's like a long tanto, so it's super sharp too. I haven't never sharpened this. I carry this guy, but not much. The blades on these, I feel like, not that they're flimsy, but because there's a mechanism, they're not as sturdy as a flipper. They're cool because they open out the front. And listen, it's a nice blade, but they're expensive too. This guy was $400. Because Microtech is a big name, the mechanism is really good out, you know, the way it opens and closes. But, you know, they're expensive. Not something that I carry all the time, but concealable again. I do like that on the end. It has the break glass, right? So if you do have to break glass, is nice. Fits in the pocket well. Again, but from a standpoint of sturdiness of a knife, or if you really have to get down and put force on it, I feel like these could break, and I've seen them break just because the way, you know, the mechanism holds. It's not as sturdy as a flipper or as a, you know, folding knife, pocket knife. But again, I wanted to put an automatic out there, and these Microtechs are like the top of the line. They could get up there in price, but nice. A blade, it's blacked out. Let me see if it says what kind of, definitely they use high quality steel on this. I'll put in the video if I see it. I think it's SV32, just like the Benchmade, but nice, fully serrated, blacked out and then polished. If you could see, it's a really nice knife. But again, for the guys that want like an out the front, there it is. Moving forward to, I put this in the video, not so much like a karambit, but sort of, because it has that ring style here, is the Ronin. I've spoke about this knife before. This is the Ronin Shudo Spartan Blades collab. It's a really nice knife. Short tanto blade, but steady. They use high quality. The handle is robust, which I like, and it has that ring so you could hold it, you know, on your pinky to really help you with, you know, gripping this knife and holding onto it, as if your hands are wet and whatnot, could be slippery. And that includes if you did ever have to use it in a personal defense and you have any blood on you, it gets very slippery, right? So you have that ring there. You could also hold it this way through your index finger and, you know, come reverse like this, as well as, just nice about it, you could use this as a striking weapon. It's very robust, this and very sturdy, so you could strike with it and whatnot. Has a nice clip for concealed, and it also has the Emerson flip, which is nice because if you have it in your pocket and you want to deploy it as it comes out, it opens up if it catches. And it didn't that time because I didn't have it all the way in. But if you have it here on your pants, and you come out, see how it opens? That catches your lip. As you flick it open, it automatically deploys it, which is nice. So you could have it that way. If you don't have to use it that way, you could flip, you could reverse the EDC clip on it. But if you do want it to come out that way and open that way, it will. So that's cool to open it. If not, again, you could just use it as, put your finger on there and flick it open. Nice blade. Like I said, it's not like fully a karambit where it's got that real curve to it that you see, but a great knife to carry. Great for self-defense, I feel, because you have that you have that blunt object where you could strike with, and it's a great knife. Spartan makes really nice knives. For the price of this knife, you would think it'd be like in the $400. It's like $200. It's a really nice knife, and I like Ronin stuff, so was a must-have. But on the bigger side, a little more weight to it, so you do feel carrying this. Like I carry this all the time, so I'm used to it. I was carrying it today. I'm used to it. Like I said, I like that ring. It's easy to grab. Not that the other ones aren't, but it's easy to grab. As if you come out, it's open. You can get right to work with it. It's nice. I like this knife a lot. Really nice knife. The Ronin, I'll put I'll flash the full names of them in the video as I'm going through, and the price of what they are, so you could go through it. Then lastly, this is on the bigger side. So this is the Benchmade, another Benchmade. Benchmade makes really nice knives. They are a little on the pricier side, but you get what you pay for. Very smooth on opening. Their access lock system is great. This is the Adamas. They also make a fixed. I have the fixed version of this. It's a good size, but it's a nice big blade, big handle. If you want a bigger knife, great to use for camping or being outdoors, because it's nice. You could chop wood with this if you had to hit it. It's a nice bladed knife with the serrations on the bottom, Cerakoted tan, so the knife is Cerakoted. They always put what kind of steel it is, and I know this is CPM, I believe. CPM. I gotta really read up more on the goodness of the blades, but like I said, Benchmade makes nice, has that nice lock on it, has some grips on the scales here. These are, I know you could also change these scales. They're G10, have holes in them. It's just a nice knife to hold either way. It's got a nice clip, but it is on the bigger side. Not a big deal. Carry clip on it as well. Fits good. It's just a bigger size. That's one thing. Be aware when they're bigger size in your state. If it's bigger than, like in my state, it can't, even though you're putting fingers right, everybody's hand's different, but this is on the cusp of being legal or not, or about 3.5 or over 4 inches. So just make sure local laws that you could carry something this big. But again, it's a nice knife, and when those laws, sometimes they're if you're concealing them, right? So concealing them would be in your pocket if you don't have them like in a sheath where they're out in the open. So just check your local laws on all this. I'm going with what I know is legal here, but again, it could be different for you. But this is a great knife. It's on the, like I said, bigger size compared to the Benchmade. The two, super light, super small, a little heavier, big. Like I said, a knife that you're gonna do maybe a lot of work with it. You're gonna have it in the woods with you, because I've chopped woods with. I take this camping with me a lot too. I take this guy because it's super light, but this guy too just because it's a bigger blade, and I've put it on wood, split wood with it, and the blade is fine. Great blade, really nice knife. But again, on the bigger side. So that's basically it. When you're choosing a knife for carry, you really just got to go with what feels good in your hand, what you like, what fits in your budget, and what you're going to be using it for. Just know that most of the time, just don't go based on a knife that maybe looks cool or you think is it's going to be a great weapon, because most of the time we are using this to open letters, cut tape, cut boxes. I always have a pocket knife because I'm in the range a lot. So we're either, cutting targets out, or, you just use it to pry stuff and whatnot. So just know that too. I mean, you're going to be, this is a knife that you carry you know, every day with you. So just choose the knife that serves your purposes. But that's pretty much it. You know, just 6 knives I wanted to show you. They're kind of the ones that I kind of, you know, go in my routine that I swap out a lot depending on what I'm doing. And I have a bunch of CRKTs. I just picked this one because it's like an all-around good one, but check out CRKT's line. Great lineup on the not budget side, because you're paying over $100 regardless for the knife, and that's a lot of money, right? But you could check out Kershaw's. I just had some issues with Kershaw's here and there. That's why I don't really carry them, but they make some nice knives. This is like the step up from Kershaw, the CRKT, and I think the step up above this is ZT, Zero Tolerance. I've had a few of their knives, which are also good, but again, these are kind of, you know, the staples. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Spyderco, can't go wrong with a Benchmade, can't go wrong with a CRKT, and Spartan blade. I mean, this is a nice collab from Ronin, but this is like a specialty blade, but Spartan makes other folders again. And for automatics, Microtechs, but again, high end. Just know they're kind of more, I feel like, more for show than anything else. Like, oh, I got it out the front, they're cool. You know, it's kind of cool the way they open, but not something you want to be prying with or use to really, you know, as an admin thing where you're going to be cutting it a lot, because one, this blade is not that easy to sharpen, not that I've attempted yet, and two, they can break, because I've seen them break. They're, you know, they have movement because of the mechanism that is out the front with them. So just know that. So just want to show you guys those. If you have any questions on them, always put in the comment. Let me know what you guys carry, what type of knife you carry, what you feel. Some of you guys might be fixed guys. I'll make a video on fixed knives. I just more of a folder myself. I carry them more, but I'll have a few fixed, so we'll do a video on that. Guys, continue to like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support. We're growing in followers, and let me know what you guys want to see, and you know, if I want to, you know, have to switch up the content on some other things you want to see. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Dale.